Welcome to Map Your Mind. Travel through the world with your brain. Tucked between the towering Alps and the rolling Danube Valley lies a land where emperors once dined in marble halls, and music floated like whispers through candlelit streets. This is Austria. Elegant, resilient, and shaped by centuries of glory, collapse, and quiet reinvention. Before the crown and court, this land was wild and tribal. Celtic peoples once roamed its forest, carving stories into stone and wood. Then the Romans came, naming it Noricum, folding it into the great Roman Empire. They built cities, fortresses, and roads that still shape Austria's spine today. When Rome fell, waves of Slavs, Bavarians, and Franks flooded in. Charlemagne took hold, and the land slowly organized under medieval rule. By the 10th century, Austria was known as the Eastern March, a military frontier of the Holy Roman Empire. And then came the dynasty that would shape its destiny, the Habsburgs. For over 600 years, the House of Habsburg ruled not just Austria, but much of Europe. They didn't conquer by sword, they married their way to power. From Hungary to Spain, their reach was vast. Vienna became the heart of an empire where politics, philosophy, and music flourished. Under Empress Maria Theresa and her son Joseph II, reforms swept through the empire. Education was expanded. Religious tolerance took root. Bureaucracy replaced feudal chaos. And all the while, Austria danced to Mozart's symphonies and Haydn's harmonies. But the world outside was changing. Napoleon rose in France and shattered the old order. Austria lost battles, lost land, but clung to its empire. By 1867, the Austro-Hungarian Empire was born, a multicultural maze of languages, loyalties, and restless hearts. Then came 1914. An archduke's assassination in Sarajevo lit the fuse of World War I. Austria-Hungary crumbled under the weight of modern war. The empire dissolved, and Austria, once the center of power, became a small republic, surrounded by what used to be its provinces. In 1938, Austria was annexed by Nazi Germany in the infamous Anschluss. It was no longer an empire or even a nation, just a province of Hitler's Reich. World War II devastated the region and left behind a painful moral legacy. After the war, Austria was divided by Allied powers. But in 1955, the nation regained full independence and declared itself permanently neutral. That neutrality became a defining trait, a middle ground between East and West, conflict and calm. Today, Austria is one of the most stable, prosperous, and culturally rich countries in the world. Vienna's Baroque beauty hides layers of history, imperial intrigue, Cold War diplomacy, and artistic revolution. From the snow-covered slopes of Tyrol to the vineyards along the Danube, Austria balances tradition with quiet progress. It is classical without being stuck in the past. It is peaceful, but never dull. Fun fact, Austria is home to the oldest still operating zoo in the world, Tiergarten Schambrin, opened in 1752, within the grounds of the Imperial Schambrin Palace. So next time you think of Austria, don't just picture the Alps and Mozart's wig. Think of an empire-turned-republic, a past that echoes through every ballroom and opera hall, a country that turned history into art and art into legacy. Where will your mind travel next?